Well, today's Friday, it's the 23rd of February 2024, and we're on our EasyJet flight back to Mallorca. So we should be landing in the next 15 minutes or so, and when we do, I'll give you a talk as we go through the airport to go to our taxi. Just flying over the coast now, near to Barcelona.
Including laptops, are safely stowed. All tray tables must be stowed, armrests down, window blinds open, and your seatbelt.
Just going over Mallorca now, just starting to go over the bay. Looks like Cuenca. Well, we've landed safely and just taxiing in now to the terminal for the next part of the journey, and we'll be getting off shortly. Now we're nearly the last to get off the plane. So we've ended up in Terminal C. If you're coming in the summer, you won't end up in this terminal. You'll be in Terminal A. Terminal A closes down in the winter time, not enough passengers. And so we come into this one, and just down there will be passport control, where we'll have to show our passports. Right, so off we go towards the passport control. For us, we've got residence here, so if we show our residence card, they won't stamp it. At least they shouldn't stamp it. But anyone else coming from the UK with a UK passport will get your passport stamped. It will be a little bit different in Terminal A. Passport control there, you will probably do it electronically. I think here it will be done manually, as this part really isn't properly geared up. Later on in the year, I don't know when, the electronic system should be fully operational. Everything then will be electronic. That's going to be interesting. Anyway, I'm going to have to turn the camera off now because they don't like it. And we're going through passport control. Well, we're through the passport control. It took a few scans to get mine through, but went through eventually. So now we've got to find our way to baggage. So just follow the crowds really. And there's been some talk in the paper about needing a letter of invitation if you haven't got a hotel. It's not strictly true, you don't need to have one. It just makes life a bit easier, or could make life a bit easier, but I don't think you're ever going to be stopped. When we first came to the island, Spain was not in the European Union, and when we landed, we used to fill in a landing card, and that used to say exactly where you were going to be staying. So if you're on a hotel holiday, you just said the name of the hotel that you were going to be staying in, and that was all that was required. But if you were not staying in a hotel, as we weren't, you had a bit of an issue, and the airlines used to provide you with a fictitious hotel, and you just wrote that on, and that was it. Things have changed now, of course, because now everything's a little bit more electronic, a little bit more digital, and you don't need a visa to come here, so you should be able to come without any problem. Eventually, and it's probably next year, you're going to need this ETIAS, which is a visa waiver. So it's not a visa, it's a visa waiver, and that's looking to be sometime in 2025, once the electronic system going in and out has been sorted out in the second half of this year. So this electronic system, it's all looking ready. We've just gone through the security, and the fingerprint machine was there, and the cameras were there. So
when's that going to force that fingerprint?
Fingerprint, they've not given an exact date, they've just said the second half of the year. One of the thoughts was they want to avoid the Olympics in Paris, but also for places like Spain, there's thousands, millions of people passing through airports, if anything goes wrong, they don't really want it then. So I'm guessing they're going to start it in the probably the fourth quarter, certainly towards the end of the year. Get the summer season out of the way would make sense, to my mind. Always be prepared for a long walk. Pretty much at any airport these days there's long walks, and Palma is no different. And we're just heading towards the baggage. What's unusual in Spain a little bit is that you do mix with the, compared to the UK anyway, you do mix with the people who are going out. So here we've got people who are going to board their plane as well as people who just arrived. Well, I've still got a bit of a way to go. I'll catch up with you at the end of the next bit. So when we were going to England, we came down that ramp, but we go along the bottom road now through the baggage reclaim. Eventually you get to some gates like this, which are, I refer to them as points of no return. You're not allowed to stop, you're not allowed to turn around, you have to keep walking. If any of you remember Get Smart, that's what it reminds me of. And still more walking. Posters there as you go along. Now I think if you come from Terminal A, that grey there is where you actually come in. Still a little bit more walking. We're nearly there now. We're nearly at the baggage reclaim.
Just done like 10,000 steps.
This is where we used to do all the COVID scanning. In fact, the temperature scanners are still hanging up there. Don't think they're in use anymore. And the next place to look at is this next board, and that will tell you which belt to go and find your baggage if you've checked some baggage in. So ours was the Gatwick flight, and it's belt number 3, which is, oh, we're at the right end. That's number 1, number 2, and we should have our bags coming through pretty quickly. And there's the lady with the bags. Well done, thank you. At the moment, everyone comes out through the same baggage reclaim, and so as such there are no customs. You'll notice on the floor there's arrows which say customs. We all go out the same way, so nothing to declare, and we've never been stopped recently. But the scanning machines are there, and potentially you could be stopped, but I don't think that's not happening. So we just go out here, this is the exit. Now if you are with a tour company, there'll be a rep waiting for you telling you where the coach is. If you've arranged your own transport, then somebody usually waits here with your name on it, and they will tell you where to go. And if you're like us, then well, we'll be going outside to the taxi rank, or sometimes we'll be going to the bus. I'll show you where that is. So we come out here, these are people waiting for other people that are arriving. And just go out next to the Call Express. Oh, and this is likely to stop. It's the lottery. No, we're going to walk past. No lottery for us today. So this is where you all come anyway, out this way, either to get your coach, which will be parked up somewhere down here, your transport, which again will be somewhere down here. The buses, you've got to go further down there. But if you want a taxi, then, well, this is where the taxis are. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to jump in a taxi, and that'll take us home. So, well, it's certainly good to be back in Mallorca. We feel as though we're home, and we very soon will be in casa.
And it's still a bit cold, actually.
It's a bit cool, but it's definitely warmer than it was in England. Thanks very much for watching, and we'll look forward to seeing you in our next video. Bye for now.
Bye.
Bye.